What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Gossip on Digital EQs. I'm your host, of course, CWooDS, the Don Mega, and we're going to talk about how science and technology open up the world around you. Don't go nowhere. We here.
I slap bitches on the corner. If a bitch ain't making no money, you better get your mind right, player.
I have done good, daddy. I have all your money in big bills. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. I love you and am your best hoe walking these streets.
Wow bro, have you seen CWooDS' new video Stray Pants? It's kick-ass. By the way, I smacked the rest of your meth, hope you don't mind.
Well, wait, what? You are super late. I have already watched it 100 times on YouTube. And by the way, I am banging your mom, so no worries, we're good.
I'm in a box. Should I stay? Should I go? Do I fight? Do I fold? Do I chase or be chased? I don't know my next move. Life is hard for a girl.
I didn't know it was this hard out here for a pimp. Man, I am going back to welfare and Brenda's loud ass. Fuck this shit. I wonder where did I put my degree?
So if you guys don't know, Low-Key Gossip Digital EQs, which is really it's the show's full name, but we condensed it to Gossip on Digital EQ because for our Twitter wall. But we're all about handheld gadgets, home technologies, widgets, and all that kind of stuff, just in case you were wondering. And so my guest today, she's really cool. Her name is Lynda Maree Gerritsen. She's going to be talking to us all about home techs and all the kind of gadgets you can add to your house. Just kind of stuff of what we do. Watch this. What's up, Lynda Maree Gerritsen? Hey. Alright, cool. So I'm talking to somebody that really knows a lot about home technology and what young, suave people are supposed to have in the house. She brought a couple things today that she's going to talk to us about. So, Lynda, if you would.
Absolutely.
Start.
This is a lighting control keypad. So basically what this does for houses, really big homes that have lots of different lighting controls, we basically remove all the clutter and you can have like a keypad that controls different lighting moods. You can press one button that turns it all off. You can have another button that has like an intimate dinner lighting. You can have another one that basically will turn on all the lights in the room. So this is really, really cool. And it takes out the thinking about like which button, does this button do that? If you've got lots, you can't remember which button does what. So
for sure.
That's really cool. This here is a universal remote control. And basically this eliminates having 5 or 6 different remote controls in the lounge room or in the home theater, or even in bedrooms and that kind of thing. Yeah,
because like you guys deal with like a big grand scale of clientele. You guys do like modern homes to like big industry people as well. So a lot of people have that for like multiple TVs and stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah. Universal remotes are so cool, and the great thing about this one is that you can program it and have different people's names, and the remote remembers, let's say if Joe wants to tape, Criminal Minds in one room, and then all he has to do, if he wants to go watch it in the lounge, he just presses the button where it says Joe, and the remote remembers what kind of things that he likes to watch. Whereas his daughter probably might want to watch something else. So that's pretty cool.
That is so cool nowadays. How you can really tape things to your preference like that, and never feel like out the loop, That's awesome. So then you have the Big Daddy. What's this Big Daddy in the back?
This is the Crestron touch panel, keypad. So basically, this can control everything in the house: lighting, media, camera system, alarm system, comfort integration. So you can do all your heating and cooling throughout the house. You can even control your fireplace, your pool, gates, anything. Even like curtains and things like that. So yeah, this is really cool.
That's awesome. So, well, what we're about over here at Gossip on Digital EQs. How do you use these items or items that you represent as life connections? How's technology used from your perspective?
Well, I think it's really cool that you can actually be out and about, and you don't have to be at home to see if the kids are okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can get onto your computer and you can see your cameras, and let's say, for example, you've left your children home with the babysitter or whatnot, and you just want to make sure that they're okay. You can do that. Or if you're away on holiday, you can check, you know, to maybe put your sprinkler system on less so you can water the plants while you're away, and that kind of thing, which that to me is pretty cool, that you don't even have to be at your home. Like this, your smart home technology can do all of this for you. You don't even really have to think about it anymore, which is pretty cool.
That's really cool. I just want to take time to plug in, you know, communication. Can you tell these people what you represent? What's the brand? Listen to this, brand is a lot. You know, tell people about your brand.
I represent a company called Digitronic, and we are We're a Los Angeles-based business, and we do all electronic systems installation and that kind of thing. It's a super cool business to work for. I get exposed to all these new gadgets. I get to see the guys put it all together and how it works, and I even get to go to some houses and you know, actually see everything after we've done the planning, because planning is really, really huge. If you don't get all the planning done at the beginning, then you know it can really make hassles and, you know, cause some issues later. But we spend so much time planning, and we have a really great standard. You know, everything we do has a standardization to the company. So there's no room for, you know, error. So everyone knows that this is the way that we do this, and there's a great system behind it.
For sure, definitely. And so then as a young person, you know, in your market having this success, you know, what's some of your hustle tips that you would tell other people who would be getting into this type of industry, you know, kind of the same way you came?
I think we're all exposed to technology. You know, everyone wants internet at home. Everyone has like a phone that you can have the internet on, and taking photos and even, I suppose, you know, communicating with friends overseas. I'm from Australia, so you know, the one thing I love is that you know, I can use my home technology to speak to my family in Australia. And I think when I tell people about this, I just get so passionate and excited about it, because it's such a niche market. And what technology can do for us, it just blows my mind. Blows my mind.
For sure. Cool. So you're going to be able to find all information that Lynda Maree Gerritsen brought, you know, to show us today on our website at run2obw.tumblr.com and all that kind of stuff. We want to thank you for stopping by. I mean, we appreciate all your toys and everything. I'm looking at the Big Daddy and the remote. I come from a big family, so we got TVs, and so thank you again.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it. Alright, so when we get back, we're going to be on the Twitter wall and Effin Science. You guys don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
name is Chris Miller. You're watching Low Key Gossip on Digital EQ.
Welcome back over here at Gossip on Digital EQs. I'm CWooDS. We're just checking our Twitter wall right now, seeing the latest activity, what we got going on today. People doing some things. Look at this. We got Ryan over here saying, "You're saying your vagina cries when you see kids crying." Crying means wet, does it? Wow, you know, that's what's up. We actually just get some more Yellow Kid Addicts. Yes, everyone knows about 8701. That's the Illuminati type stuff. Let's see what else we got. Let's see, DK and Wine. Tons of going. That's for you shoppers out there. You know, hope you guys are. If you guys have never been to Australia, we got a special guest that came through that was from Australia. You know what I'm saying? She was a lot of fun. Hope you guys learned something. But what else we got up here? We got Tweeds. We got Staffing up there. Still talking about Kobe and who else they talking about? Tim Tebow. Big shouts out to Tim Tebow out there, man. Stephen A. shows on ESPN LA 710 is coming up. You at the top of the hour. We're discussing Chris Paul, Kobe, NFL, and Tebow. You know, so it was a big time going on, man. You got some big names that's going to be in our future. You guys got to watch out for that. As well as, who else we got on here? Why are we talking too much else? You know, it's really fun to be able to do stuff like that. See the OBW people who got at us recently. I always keep my technology close, you know what I mean? My phone. I'm a BlackBerry fan for anybody who doesn't know, if you care to know. I'm a BlackBerry guy off top. BlackBerry's definitely gotta be what you're using. So did we get there? I think we're still on profile. Let's see. Let's see. Sports. It's kind of Rev Run Wisdom in Amsterdam. Big shouts out to Amsterdam. This would be nuts, not scared, prepared. DJ Run. That's what's up. New York Times. Temporary deal averts government shutdown. You know what I mean? Get your money up. Anybody ain't got no money, you need to get out getting money right now. Why are you still sitting down? But yeah. You guys keep mailing in. We appreciate your tweets. You know what I'm saying? For the show and the thoughts you guys might have. But you guys don't move nowhere. I got another guest coming through who's going to talk science and technology, all right? Gotta be easy. We'll be right back.
You're watching Gossip on Digital EQs. Don't go anywhere.
Alright, Candy House on the streets. This was the #1 fan right here. Another satisfied customer. Watch her drink it.
Why didn't you want to profession?
What's up, Yoshi? Your first quarter being good to you?
コミチーファックオフ国尺カールハザネクストフロンティアーズオールス
Now listen here, Vegeta, I still got the keys to that bomb. You don't want none of that deaf boom, you get me?
My people have that sweet and we are gonna be bigger than life.
Oh, is that right? Time sent that next fuck your ass up drug over there. Nigga, strap up.
TR Robot Lives.
See you later, Tan.
Why whatever, yes, you car.
You're whatever, motherfucker.
So yeah, I've said it before. I think science and technology has definitely watered down people in the wrong way. It prevents them from establishing brand new relationships and having face-to-face connections. But not with my next guest. My next guest is a very impressionable public speaker and current author of the dating book Don't Be a Pussy. None other than Chris Miller. How you doing, Chris?
I'm good, man.
Man,
I'm good.
Thanks for making it out today, man. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
For sure. So you got the new book out. Tell us more about it, man. What's going on?
I realized that the #1 fear all men have in common when it comes to approaching women is the fear of rejection. So I titled my book, Don't Be a Pussy.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So you actually have a slogan from your book. Actually took it. It's, I believe that when individuals are successful in their romantic endeavors, they lead more joyful, fulfilled lives. What made you say that? How did you come to that?
Definitely. Being in a happy, healthy relationship is not a destination. It is a journey. It is a commitment to continuously work on and develop the relationship.
As an entrepreneur, you know, you're a young guy and stuff. How have you found success, you know, as being an author so young? How has science and technology opened up the world around you?
It started with that feeling of wanting to be free. I wanted to be my own boss. So I wanted to generate my own income from a place where I didn't always have to physically be there. Technology has definitely opened that up for me. I can be in different states, different countries, and still be selling books around the world. That's technology.
It is technology. So how is it life connection-wise? How does technology help you build life connections between you know, your fans or your readers and stuff like that? How does that work?
Well, we all know about Facebook. Facebook and Twitter are very powerful. On my Facebook, fans can literally just message me right on my wall or send comments about what they think about the book or my other pieces of work that I email them.
That's interesting. How were you able to get your book published? What are some of your hustling tips? How were you able to get that going, once again, being a young entrepreneur?
I was able to self-publish my book using, of course, technology. They broke it down for me step by step to where I could create the book, create the book cover, and distribute it worldwide.
I mean, like I said, you know, there's countless ways that you can be successful in the days and times of today with science and technology.
Yeah.
All it takes is just the right understanding and like ambition, and you can really get to where you're going. You know, what's the feedback that you getting, you know, from your fans and reader as positive communication, you know, expressive communication? What is the word they give back to you as readers, you know, and putting something like that out? You know, how does it make their relationship?
Yeah, all the feedback I get is from technology, either email, Facebook, or Skype. People are letting me know what they think about the book, not necessarily in person, but through technology. So I've really taken advantage of that, and I'm grateful to be on the show to express that to you people.
Is there any like specific story you could tell us though about like some of the positive communication if you've received back, like anybody reach back out to you?
One of my fans in Kentucky messaged me about the way his entire perspective changed on dating and women. He said as soon as he read the title of my book, Don't Be a Pussy, it just clicked for him.
Yeah.
So just the title alone, Don't Be a Pussy, was able to change his perspective. And I haven't met this person at all, but he messaged me through using technology.
Yeah, and your book, did he tell you if he bought the hard copy or the digital copy of your book?
I actually sent him a PDF copy.
Oh, wow.
PDF. Technology again.
Yeah. So you sent him the book through your computer.
Yeah, that's technology.
That is technology.
That's technology,
That's what's up, man, for sure. So the people who want to support you and stuff like that, where is your book for sale right now? Because I remember you told me you guys are like in 6 different continents. How are you, you know, so vastly? Where are they buying your book at?
Honestly, it's all technology. Amazon.com. Go to Amazon.com, type in Don't Be a Pussy, and you'll have it in a couple of days.
Yeah, that's what's up. They're getting a hard copy?
Hard copy.
Wow, for sure. You're getting hard copy and digital out there. That's a lot.
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
For sure.
And they're both technology.
Yeah, the outlets that you're using. That's awesome. So you're going to be able to find more information about Chris Miller and his book, Don't Be a Pussy, on our website at run2obw.tumblr.com. You know, as far as that, you know, stay in contact with this guy and don't be a pussy about your relationships or the way you use science and technology around you. All right, you guys don't go nowhere. Once again, thanks, Chris, for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
And we'll be right back. Hey, so what's up? And this is Effin Science. Check this out. You're probably one of those people who just got their new spot, right? That's a big congrat. Know the fact that it's better to have internet in your house than phone lines, okay? Digital service provider is definitely what you need if you want your house to be a rock and roll home spot. You know, check it out. You need to have it. That's connecting your internet, your iTunes, your handhelds, your home technology, all your fun stuff with ease. Home technology or digital service providers are no more just a set it and forget it type of situation. Instead, it's actually making your house a complete house. From similar objects, from similar devices, they all now let you know, announce when they're all connected, so you can stream through your life lively. No more trial and error, it's all out the box ease. And that's Effin Science.
How's everybody doing? Let's start with the questions. Yes, you.
Towards the end of the third stroke, when it looked like you were just about to give in, how did your dick game come up?
MB Tudney, do you have any black in you?
No, I don't.
Would you like some?
Yes, please, I would. A lot.
Great. It was nice talking to all of you. Good night. Let's go blue wall.
I'll meet you at your car with my panties off.
That's fine.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Gossip on Digital EQs.
Alright, so that's our show again. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. I had a wonderful time talking science and technology to you. We're going to get up out of here. Be sure to check our next episode coming out to you real soon. And as you know, I'm your host, CWooDS, and this was OBWP coming at you live, and I'm about to build it. You'll be classy, OBW.